previous classes, just like we have make a forensic image with the DC3DD and DD command. We can also get data from those type of files. I have downloaded a image forensic image file from internet. I will share you the link for that also. You can download many files from internet for the research purpose and for your practice. To start with, foremost is very simple and efficient command line tool, and you can get open foremost by going through applications, and you can search there foremost, and also you can use it in command terminal also. If your system do not have the foremost, you can simply download it as by using sudo apt get foremost. By this you can download if your system do not have the foremost downloaded. We can go through the manual of foremost by using man and then foremost. Here we have the manual of the foremost. To use the foremost tool, we have a basic syntax for it. We will use foremost, then we will use dash I to give the image file name. For today, I have a image file name downloaded here, which have name 11 dash craved dash fat.dd. So I will give the file name, which is 11 dash crave dash fat dot td. Then we will give the folder name in which we want to store our result. For today, let's give Kali there. I think Kali is already, yeah, Kali is already there. Let's give some other, yeah. As you can see, the process is completed and our result will be stored in KSD folder. Let's view the foremost result. Let's open the, here we have our KSD folder there. As you can see, there are many more folders there with the name GIF, JPG, MOV, OLE, PDF, and many more. And also we have there a audit.txt file. First, let's open this file. As you can see there, here we have some information about our foremost process which we have done. If we scroll down, here we have 14 files extracted. in which three JPG files, one GIF file, we have two VMW file, one MOV file, and another files which we have extracted from with foremost. Let's open this folder also. Yeah, so here we have some three JPG file which we have extracted from this particular image file, which is 11 crave.fat.td, and we have a GIF file there, and another file also we have there. Let's clear this. We can also use foremost to specify individual file type for a faster search. You can use -t option followed by the file extension for that purpose. In as you see in manual of foremost, here are the some file type which foremost support, which are JPG, GIF, PNG. These are the some file types which foremost supports. We can only extract these files from the with foremost. Let's suppose I want to extract only JPG file using foremost. For that purpose, I will use foremost dash t. Then I will provide the file type which I want to search. Let's suppose I want to search zip file, zip. Then I will use dash I for giving the input file name, which we have 11 dash crave.fat.td. Then we will give the output file name by dash o. Here we give recover dash zip and hit enter. As you can see, the processing is done. Let's move to the file manager and see what we got in recover.zip. Here we have the here we got a recover.zip folder, and here we have a audit.txt file which contain all the data, informations and data of our process. There is one file extracted which is zip file. Only there we have only one zip file, and we have the timing in which at which the foremost process is finished. Let's see the zip file. Here we have the zip file which we have extracted from with using foremost. Let's try to extract some another file type with it.
Team, is this clear, abundantly clear, or any doubt from any one of you? It's a very simple step, is that right? You see, ladies and gentlemen, what happens many time a malware comes to the organizations in the security operations center. In security operations center, many times the malware, gets access to the systems through some means, and some logs are created, they delete the logs. Now these deleted logs remains part of the system somewhere. It is invisible to your eyes because it has been deleted, and it remains somewhere in the sectors of the block of the systems. But when you are doing the forensic analysis, you don't require very sophisticated tool. You can use simple tool like a scalpel or foremost or bulk extractors, for bulk extractions, and recover the undeleted file with a very simple 2-3 line of commands. This helps you investigate the files further to understand what particular file has been used, what log has been created, how the system has been accessed by the malware, where it has come from. Many such information remains hidden in the log files. And if it is untraceable, doesn't mean that no log has been created unless it has been destroyed at the RAM level, which requires higher level of privileges. While we can repeat the step once again, or you can simply watch on the YouTube, YouTube video will be there. But the steps are, abundantly clear. That is very simple command, and we'll repeat it again for your benefit if there is a need for it. But it's a very simple command. Or any questions are there, ladies and gentlemen, on this steps before we go to the next example? Is it clear, or it is not at all clear? It's good to respond sometime. If you all think it is clear, then you can put your, hands on, so that we know that, you all have understood well. It's very, very simple steps. It's not at all complex. No rocket science we are discussing here. Very simple 2-line steps. Okay. For your benefit, we'll show you once again, with some other files. Okay. This was zip file. Let's show you some other file. Akash would like to, show them some other files.
Sir, just one question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, as we are providing input file .dd, so I assume that .dd is a file when we generate a forensic file for any for any file. So .dd file is generated then only.
Yeah, DD will be generated only when you have taken the forensic backup of the systems in a DD format, and then you have extracted that data in some other machine for investigations.
Yes, sir.
It's always not recommended. It is always not recommended to use the same systems for doing any forensics analysis. It's not a great practice. So it is always good to take the forensic backup of the systems in DD format or any other format, whatever is there. We have seen XXX format was there, For Windows, there is another formats are there. Doesn't matter. Only thing is, it should be extracted and it can be restored in an operating system, so that we can do the analysis in alternate system without destroying the original system's evidences if there is a need for further investigation.
So this DD file can be a complete replica of memory. Whatever has been deleted file has been deleted.
Not memory. DD file will not have memory. Memory, you will have to take it separately, and we'll cover that as a part of your volatility exercise in the memory forensics things. DD file will take only what file is there on the disk. As discussed on the 2 days, I discussed the same thing. DD file will be everything, whatever is in the disk or the partitions or the devices, which is like a hard disk. Okay. It can be a USB device, it can be an SD card, it can be a cloud, it can be a virtual machines, but it is all related to disk, not about the memory. Memory, you will have to do the extractions and keep it separately somewhere, and then you can take the backup of that. Okay.
Okay, got it, sir. Got it.
Yeah. Kirthana, you can try on, you can create your own DD file. That is what was my first exercise. Is that right? So in the first exercise, we have taught you how to create a DD file from your system. Okay, you can create a file from the small, or you can try on the some bigger one. Is that clear to you? You have to do it yourself. Nobody is there to guide you. We have done the exercise. Go to the video.
I will give
search for that.
I will give you
You're not
some
audible.
links or some details. Am I audible
Next
now?
time we can share you some DD file what Akash has created, but you should create your own one. Okay, Akash, over to you. To next exercises, whatever you want to show some other file. And you are
Yes,
Akash.
sir.
Yeah,
Am I
start.
audible? Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
very much audible.
We have go through some examples of foremost. Let's try.
आकाश जी आपका साउंड जो है ना ब्रेक हो रहा है
बस थोड़ा सा
One more
आप
with another file. Let's this time give the input DD file, which is you.
आकाश तुम्हारी आवाज जो है ना ब्रेक हो रही है.
Now is it okay, sir?
क्योंकि तुम थोड़ा धीरे बोलो, अदरवाइज हिंदी
Okay,
में
sir.
बोलो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, लेकिन क्योंकि जो है ना तेरी आवाज जो है ना थोड़ी फ्लिकर कर रही है.
Okay, sir. Okay. Then we will give dash O for output file name, which we have recover test dash GIF.
So what we are doing, ladies and gentlemen, we are using foremost command. Then we are talking about retrieving GIF file.
Yeah.
Akash, go back to the last screen. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we have a GIF file, name GIF file we are trying to recover. And then for recovering from car.fat.dd file is there, from where we need to carve it out. And then we are putting it in a folder name recover underscore GIF is the file name. Put it there. Okay. So now once the processing is done, 11 car.fat.dd file is recovered and kept there.
Yes, sir. When we see in our file manager, we have there our folder and with a audit.txt file with some information about the process, and we have a folder with GIF. It contains a GIF. By this you can go through many of the file types. As I have shown you, the following file types are are supported by the foremost. You can use any of them for claiming data. Moving ahead, we have a very powerful tool which is which is a JPG recovering tool, which only recovers the JPG file. For to install this tool, we will use sudo apt-get install recover jpg. I have already installed it. Recover jpg is basically do what it will recover all the images JPG file that any disk have contained. Let's I have some. Let's suppose I have a pen drive connected to my system and I want to recover all the deleted JPG and all the present JPG in the from the pen drive. So for that purpose, I will use the recover JPG. The syntax of the recover JPG is very simple. We will use recover, then we will give the the name of the disk we want to from which we want to recover the JPG file, and I am giving dev slash, yeah, it will take some root permissions. Use recover JPG SDA. As you can see, it start analyzing the memory. It will recover all the JPG files which is present in the particular disk, or it will also recover some deleted JPG files from the disk. I think it will analyze the whole disk and then it will output the recovered files which is which are in JPG format. I think this partition that does not contain any JPG file. Let's try for another one. Yeah, as you can see, it analyzed that much of memory and it recorded that much of JPG files. When we open the file, we have seen there some JPG files which I have recovered from my memory. We can stop it by using Control C. For there the main, but we can't get any metadata of the image by using the recover JPG. As if you can see, we have the image name starting with image 0000, and then we have 0001, and then we have 2 3 and so on. We don't get the metadata of the image, but we got the JPG files by using the recover JPG tool. Recover JPG is a very powerful tool for image carving and recovering. The only downside, as I have told, it will rename the card file. All the JPG files will be renamed with a number. Then we have another tool for data carving, which is Scalpel. Here we have the manual for the Scalpel. Scalpel is similar to the foremost tool, but the main reason to use Scalpel is that the foremost use very high CPU and RAM, so we will use scalpel instead of foremost. Scalpel will very fast than foremost, and it will also use use less RAM and CPU than the foremost. In for in foremost, we have record many file types, but in the scalpel also we can recover multiple file types. To recover any file type by using scalpel, we have a file configuration file of scalpel which is present in etc directory. Let me show you. Here we have etc directory. If we search there, we have scalpel there. This is the configuration file of scalpel. If we here we have some manuals for the information about the scalpel tool. If we scroll down, we got there some file types. As you can see, here we have some file types like Word document, Output Express file type, HTML file type, PDF file type, and another file types. If we are using the scalpel, we have to give the file type to the configuration file for which we want to crave data. Suppose I have a image file, or we can say a DD file, from which I want to get only PNG files. To get only PNG file, we will remove the hashtag from the beginning of that PNG format, and then we will save that configuration file. This configuration file requires the root permission to be saved, so we will open it as root. Nano. Here we have the file. As I want to, as you can see there, I have already removed the hashtags from these particular files, and I would also want to remove the hashtag from the beginning of PNG. I remove this, and then I will save by using Control X. Then I press Y and then enter. As you can now see, the hashtag from the beginning of the PNG is removed. Now the scalpel tool will crave the PNG files as if I have already removed the hashtags from the beginning of the GFG formats and JPG formats. It will also crave the data with these file formats also. If if you if you want to crave the data with another format, you can also remove the hashtag from the beginning of them also. Let's try the foremost tool. Sorry, let's try the scalpel for file carving. File carving. The syntax for the scalpel is also very simple. We will type scalpel, then we will go dash o to give the output file name, output folder name in which we want to store the data which is craved by using the scalpel. For this I will give recover png. Then we will give the file name from which we want to crave data. Here we have our file with name 11 crave fat.dd. As you can see, process is completed. It have craved 16 to 62 MB data. If we unless then we have there recover underscore png file. Let's move into the recover underscore png cd. As you can see here, in the recover.png, recover under slash png, we have the file formats with doc, and we have gif, jpg and jpg. If there is no png folder, we can say that that particular file do not contain any png format document. Let's also see this in the file manager. Here we have recover png. Here we have the audit.txt file which contain the information about our data. We have the length extracted from and the name of documents, jpg files. Here we have five jpg file in that folder and one jpg file in that folder. By this you can use the scalpel tool to crave the data from a particular image file or dd file, you can say. If we see
file carving of deleted file, particularly, without sectors, without, file systems, is also possible with a scalpel. Which when you will get mature with this processes, you will be able to do it yourself very easily. It's not very cumbersome tool, very straightforward commands, and the tool is very powerful. See, we'll be teaching you 2-3 tools, that is good enough for understand the concept of file carving. But there are a lot of specialized tools, exclusively for deleted file recovery in Linux. There is a file known as, program known as photorake. It's only exclusively for deleted, files. Suppose if the files is in 2 different sectors, and one sector is deleted, I want to recover the half file out of that. It is possible to do it with, photorake. So like that, there are lot many, capability within the Linux, which can be used for recovering your deleted data, and the file carving can be done even if the data has been deleted purged multiple times. Is it clear? Up to here, all of you are with us?
Yes,
Just
sir.
raise your hands, I'll understand that all of you are okay.
So what
Sir,
this
there are some breaks in voice.
What is that?
Sir, I just want to ask one thing.
Yeah.
These scalpel and this foremost tools only recover deleted files, or because we are taking forensic image of all the whole hard disk, so it also contains the existing files also. So how to differentiate with whether these files were deleted or these are original present there, not deleted.
In your command, delete your file and check for it, whether it is discovering, deleted file or not. It's all deleted file, what you are seeing it here. It will not be undeleted file, which will be recovered from the system. But you can do your practice and then you will, hands on your skills on that. Okay. It's a deleted file, but you can test yourself. It's a very simple command. Delete your file in your systems, take a image DD and then try to recover using this command. It will recover, no problem.
Okay, sir.
Look, you can do this exercise on your own systems also. Suppose if you are not taking DD backup and you want to do from the live machine itself and recover the data, because it's okay, it's a simple investigation, nothing to do with law enforcement agency. You can use these tools for recovering the data directly from systems also. Think about it, we have got almost around lakhs of police stations across the country. And not every case will go to the judiciary. The police officials in the police station, they may have a laptop or a computer, but they may not have the forensic tools. Now, if they can have a simple USB drive based booting, and they can connect, if they have the connector to connect the mobile phones, mostly which gets, to the system for recovery. I'm not saying that you are going to present the case to the police, to the court of law, because then you require a specialized tools, right blockers, and many things need to be followed. But for simple investigation purpose, you want to find something interesting in the mobile phone for your investigation, you can connect and find it. Very easily you can do it. It is available, it is affordable, and it's a zero cost, it's all from open source. If you really want to see the country grow leap and bound in punishing the cyber criminals and many criminals, I think we need to empower our police stations with Linux and some of the investigative tools which we are talking about here. Then only you can solve the puzzles of millions of fraud happening every day. And it is only few of them are getting reported to the police station, because the faith in the system does not exist to the level that they will go and the problem will be solved. Similarly, when you are in security operations center and, you don't have to do any law enforcement activity, but you want to know, how the malware has moved into the system. Do you require to have a specialized forensic tools? The answer is no, you don't require. You can do the memory forensics, you can do the disk forensics using Kali Linux in your own home systems, in your office systems, and you can find whatever is little information you want out of the forensic evidence analysis. And that's the beauty, that Linux and Kali Linux brings to the table. The purpose of this training was to get you ready with, forensics capabilities using the power of, Kali Linux, which is already embedded there as many of the tools. So if you know basics of Linux and you know how to utilize some of these, built-in tools, you will be able to improve your forensics analysis skills and incident response, and possibly, any lateral movements, any infection of, malwares, you can do the analysis out of that without paying any money to the forensic companies. So spend some time, and I'm sure you'll all relish it, because these are all practice, what you do it. Rome is not built in a day, nor, Nalanda and Takshila has been built in a day. It took years to build it, but it requires constant practice around that to get it happen. Anmeshji, you have raised your hand. Any question?
No, sir, no.
Thank you. Akash, over to you.
Yes, sir. So, as you can see, by using the foremost command, we have create only three images, JPG format images. We can say JPG format document. And if we see in the output of the scalpel tool, we have got one JPG image there and the 5 JPG documents there. And
And you know,
one
the
thing is,
difference between the two comes from that power of, scalpel, that bulk extracting can be done using a scalpel.
yeah.
Uh,
So
with foremost, it is not as efficient as a scalpel.
for both of them, we don't have the original zip file name as we have there. We don't have the original file name as we have in the output of foremost. There also we don't have the original JPG name. This is the disadvantage of the, we can say, both of them. The best practice to do data carving, I would recommend to, we can use multiple tools to perform the forensic operations to get the accurate result by comparing all the output we got from the multiple tools which we have used. That will be a very good practice to get the every bit of data out from the system.
It's always good practice to use multiple tools to validate your hypothesis. And you're learning out of the systems. It's good to use multiple tools to validate your hypothesis and confirm that your hypothesis is correct and without any mistakes. So it's always good practice, and we talked about it earlier as well.
So moving ahead, we have another tool which we can use to crave data from the forensic images. We have the bulk extractor. As we have seen the foremost capital, these are the quite impressive file recovering and carving tools, but these are limited to some file types. They don't have all the file types, or we can say they have some limited file types. For the further extraction of data, we can use the bulk extractor. While the foremost and the scalpel tool can recover only such as image, audio, video.
Akash, you are on mute.
Sorry, sir. Yeah. So as we have seen, the foremost and scalpel, they can recover only the image files, video files, document file, PDF, GIFs, etc. But these are not quite informative. But by using the bulk extractor, we can get the information, and the very small information that we can get from the bulk extractor are, we can get the URLs, online searches, then we can get website informations, we can also get the email addresses, we can get credit card numbers, social media profiles, and information we can get from the bulk extractor. For this, for the bulk extractor, I will use another image file which I have downloaded from the internet, which is the carry work USB, which is specially designed for the bulk extractor. To know more about the bulk extractor and for the study purpose only. To start with the bulk extractor, we will use the here we have the help for the bulk extractor. We can go through the this and know more about it and perform our multiple operations. To we will start to find out the information from this carry work USB file which I have downloaded. Also, the bulk extracted have very simple and straight syntax. We can use bulk extractor by simply we will type bulk extractor, then we will give dash o to specify the file output folder name. For this I will giving recover bulk, then I will give the file name, or we can say image name, from which we want to extract the data, which is Tariq work USB, and then we will give enter. As you can see, our process is started. It will open that particular file and start extracting data. It will give the some intermediate information of the process. As you can see, here we have some progress information, and at last we can see there it it find three features, email total, three email features found it found. Let's move toward the folder which we have given the name. As you can see, we have got bulk output there. We can also see the output by using recover bulk, going to the recover bulk, and then giving ls. Here we have the all the informations which we have extracted from that particular file. As you can see, we have some files with some memory, but we have also some file with which contains zero storage. So as we can see that these files do not contain any data, but some of the files contain data, like this file contain this bit of data, this one contain this bit. Let's go through the folder and see the data which we have extracted from the file. As you can see, there are some txt files available there. As you can see, we have there a url.txt file. If you open this file, we have got some urls that presents in the particular file, which can be very important for our research purpose. And then we have there some more. There we have some email addresses, and in, as you can see, there are some ccn.txt files. If any image file contain any credit card numbers, these will also saved in the ccn.txt file. Here we have some zip files which we have extracted from the image file, and there we have some another format files. Here we have some more information about the zip file which contain in the particular image file. You can get the information about anything from by using the bulk extractor. If you have any doubt and query about the bulk extractor, you can ask now. Is bulk extractor is clear to all of you?
Yes, it's fine.
Yeah, very simple steps, no complexity, simple commands, but it can do bulk extractions. The beauty of bulk extractor is that you can do large retrievals of deleted file, you can do it with the help of bulk extractors. So depending upon the use, many times it is good to use, I repeat it again, that multiple tools for your validations to ensure accuracies, of your finding, particularly for investigative purpose. Okay. We'll just have some question answer sessions, and break today. I'm not well. I need to lie down a little early. So we'll break here. But any questions so far? We'll share you the command that we have given. In next 15 minutes you'll get it. Akash, can you share the command quickly so that before I close it, it's there.
Yes, sir. I will share in few minutes.
Yeah. Yes, Rupesh ji. Namaste.
Sir, there was a discussion about a code tantra.
Yeah.
I am not finding forensics in my code tantra ID.
Or we are not having anything in forensics in code tantra as of now.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Most likely
Yeah,
will
yeah.
not have it. So I have just prepared
Okay,
the final documentations, which I am out to
Ji, sir.
share with you people any day, because last 2-3
Okay.
days, not keeping well, so I've not finalized the book. But I'll be doing that in a couple of days from now. So by Sunday, all of you will have the final book on forensics, which you can use it as a reference, for a long time.
Ji,
And
sir.
an
Ji, sir.
exam, ladies and gentlemen, anyone you have not given the exams, and many people have gone off the network, please don't go now, because we have one attendance to be taken. Okay, just hold on. I'm sending you a link for attendance. Give me 1 second. Okay, here is your attendance link on your chat. Please fill up the attendance as quickly as possible. Okay.
Actually, sir, I was of the view. Hello, are you there, sir?
Yes,
Balaji?
please.
Okay. Actually, sir, I was of the view ki this scalpel and foremost to recover the whole whatever, matlab it unpack all the DD file and produces the output of the whole disk we have did on the forensic image. But it only recovers only the deleted file. That's it.
Yeah, it will delete only deleted file, because whatever is file is already open in the DD image. That file you can go to the file manager, you can see it. You don't need to undelete that.
Yes, yes, yes. That's why I'm asking you how to distinguish then between deleted and all this.
Oh,
Very
I'm
important.
sorry, I have not understood the question actually. I'm sorry for that.
No, fine, fine, sir. I got it.
No problem.
Okay. And in your forms or attendance form, na, there are two same columns are there. I mean, organizations, they are asking 2 times. In
Okay,
organization.
just write anything there. No worry. I
No,
can
no,
delete
that's fine.
them, but
Yeah, just for knowledge, sir. Just for information. Yes.